There we are. So first up, we are recapping Erin Greene, aka Siobhan O'Connor, a very amazing person I've had the pleasure of getting to know from Facebook. Will you back up? And of course, Scooby has to be involved, don't you? But you don't. Alright, so a little bit about Siobhan is that they are a boomer. Um, they are part of the 2SLGBTQIA plus community, cat fancier, cook, singer, and Ren Fair storyteller, American Irish, physics, science, document geek, semi-retired social warrior. They've been incarcerated twice, a gamer, parent, and grandparent. 24 tats, 14 piercings, a lover of almost any kinds of music. The book we are discussing is The Shining Realms. It is a multiple genre in short story and vignette compilation, whatever, I can't talk. Form two fantasy series, Seagoing High Fantasy, Tales of the Shadow Wing, and Modern Urban Fantasy centered around a bar at the watering hole. Now, I've already linked where you can find their books and how you can locate them. And this time I'm not going to read a sample of their work just yet because I want to get through our next author, who happens to be Anniee Bee. She is a multi-genre indie author who loves telling stories that make readers laugh, think, feel, and sometimes look over their shoulders. She wants readers to know that she writes from the heart and create books that leave a lasting impression, which I can definitely tell you it does, because I'm still thinking about Diabolical, and it's been about 3 weeks since I've read it, or maybe a month. Can't remember now. Um, Her book is a science fiction thriller that blends futuristic technology with psychological suspense. That is The Consciousness Code. It explores the connection between technology and the human mind, asks big questions about consciousness, identity, and how far we should go in the name of progress. You guys can expect suspense, twists, and a story that lingers long after the final page. I've also linked where you can find her books and the social media accounts that she utilizes all the time. Last but not least, myself. I am the one and only Kataya Moon, and I write in multiple genres, erotica, romance being my main one, with sci fantasy being my second favorite. The book I decided to talk about, which is actually part of a series, The Rise of Akasha Morningstar. That is my very first book into the sci-fi fantasy realm, and I absolutely love and adore it. It's my baby. um, and I do have book 3 coming out December 17th. It is called Elven Lies. It is actually going to follow my sergeant of the Inhuman Special Task Force, the Lethal, and Aubrey, his unfortunate arch nemesis, because why not have a somewhat civil war between elves? And I absolutely love my elves because they are very different. You have your normal elves that everybody knows about, and then you have mine, the dark elves that just won't quit. Alright, so we are going to read a sample of The Shining Realms by Erin Greene. Boy, do I look like a bench to you? Just using my leg to rest on? That's just rude. Alright. Alright. The Shining Realms Starting with A New Beginning. It was the sound of puking that drew my attention. Not that I hadn't ever heard puking before. On board, I've been first mate of the shadowing for a long time, through gales and storms that would make the local town thug call for his mother. Waves higher than the mast, sliding down into shallows so deep you'd think the bottom of the ocean could be just reached out and touched. Often we took passengers traveling to and from various places in the Nine Realms. Also, as often, those passengers weren't used to the sea and her ways. I was bored on this trade run and was a bit more alert, looking for a diversion of some kind. The noise was coming from a place where there shouldn't be any sound of puking, or any sound for that matter. One of the skiffs lashed on the pork deck, so I crossed the deck, weaving my way through the automatic bale of cowweed and other goods fastened with hooks up top. We had to put it there instead of down below in the cargo hold, since our hold was full of barrels of Kyrian ale, the main moneymaker fuss on this short run. I pushed the canvas cover off the skiff back and saw in the weak morning sunshine that it was what I thought it was, and yet it wasn't. It was a stowaway, but it was also one of the the stone folk. His skin would normally be dark gray or black, maybe, and rough pored, but this one was blue, a sure sign he was sicker than he'd ever wanted to be. I motioned him to come out, and he slowly and shakily climbed out of the skiff onto the deck, the silence of the crew telling me that they'd noticed him too. He was my height, but that wasn't that big for a schnurn. Their adults are usually a handspan taller than we are. I guess he was maybe one of their young. How did you get on? I asked him, already guessing the answer. Waited till late mid-watch and then climbed on the chain. I mentally made a note to kick Farrell, the mid-watch's mate, in the ass for allowing him on board. Not that I thought the kid was dangerous, but we had enemies in the ports around, and if the kid could get on board, so could lesser savior characters. Alright. Ugh, my mouth is dry. So that is the Shining Realm. Next is the Consciousness Code, which I need to buy. So let me buy that real quick. Cool. Alright. And the Consciousness Code, Chapter 1, The Last Journalist. Asha Sinclair had long given up trying to fit in. The regime had erased so much of the world around her, the history, the memories, the very essence of truth, and as a journalist, she stood as the last line of defense against the lies that the AI-driven world perpetuated. Her apartment was small, poorly lit, and located in a forgotten corner of the city. She sat at her desk, the light from a single lamp illuminating worn edges of the old journal she held. She flipped through the pages with each word concealing in fragments, secrets and stories erased from public memory. She could feel the presence of the regime in the air, watching her every move through the screens embedded in every corner of the city. Yet Asha had become skilled at navigating the ever-present surveillance, always staying one step ahead. Her job wasn't about reporting the truth, it was about finding it, and if that meant digging into the forbidden, so be it. She had made a breakthrough. A hidden archive of books which people long thought was lost has resurfaced. Hushed whispers in the underground spread the word, and Asha determined to uncover what she could find hidden in those pages. But she knew the risk. The AI would erase the memories of anyone who came too close to the truth. Asha's fingers hovered over the keys of her old, battered laptop. The warehouse appeared frequently in conversation, casual remarks, whispers among descendants, and coded messages exchanged by individuals too afraid to speak openly. She pieced the fragments together, following the threads of forgotten histories that the public had hidden for decades. There was no mention of it in the regime's official records, but she had tracked down enough information to know it existed. Alright, and last but not least, we're doing my book, baby. The Rise of the Kasha Morningstar. Now, I do have my books available on ebook, but in order to get paperback, you definitely have to purchase it directly through me from my website. All right. Ironically, Siobhan and I have the same title heading. The beginning. It's the year 3019. A little girl with pigtails plays outside with her neighbors in the forest behind her house. A young boy with a foxtail growing from his posterior, a tiny girl with butterfly wings, and another child with a strange marking on her wrist. Their happiness filled the air. Her tiny voice, loud and clear. Tag, you're it. Come and get me, Azita. She chased after the kids that ran away from her, a little faster than the average child her age. A man watched her as she played before disappearing. He knew this was the child he needed. She was predestined for greatness. The children continued to play until the sun began its descent. They had until the streetlights came on to go home. She continued to play until her mother called her inside. The setting sun washed her face in a brilliant hue. Akasha, time to come in. Coming, Mommy. She ran inside to see her parents getting ready to go out. Is it date night already, Mommy? It is. A new babysitter will be here soon. You'll be okay by yourself for a few minutes, right? Akasha nodded. Her father called out to her mother, Let's go, we'll be late. You know the early bird gets the worm. Once they were near each other, the man whispered something in her ear. Galena cackled like a banshee. The couple left without kissing their daughter goodbye or even saying, I love you. It didn't matter to Akasha. She was used to this. Her parents weren't the affectionate type. They preferred to keep their distance. Time passed as she waited for the babysitter. 30 minutes turned into an hour into 2. During that period of aloneness, she spent her time reading and learning to write. Akasha was a bright child. Her reading comprehension was that of a sixth grader, but without the care of her parents, she didn't have the means to devote to her education. She headed into the kitchen to cook her food once she realized there would be no one there to watch her. Akasha had finally dozed off on the sofa after having made a meal of macaroni and cheese with hot dog slices. Deep in her sleep, she awoke to the sound of crackling coming from outside. Hurriedly, she rushed upstairs into her room. She didn't see the sparks of flame dancing outside the windows. Fear devoured her as she assumed someone was trying to break in. The little girl cowered in the corner as she watched the fire consume her house. The terror she had before intensified as her possessions and life ebbed away. A thick cloud of smoke filled the room, eating away at her consciousness. The crackling sound she had heard was the makings of a fire. Trapped in her room with no way out, she covered her mouth to slow the smoke inhalation down. Her coughing was the only thing that could be heard inside. Did her parents forget her? Is anyone coming to save her? Akasha waited and waited until her eyes started to close. The weight of the smoke getting to her. She was on the verge of losing her battle with consciousness. Then the room teetered. The floors were weakening by the raging flames. The flames danced as if they were taunting the young girl all alone. With her last conscious moment, she cried out in a quivering voice, Please save me. All right. So, that is our recap for the 3 indie authors we talked about this week. That's what I was about to do. Let's see, we'll go live for about 2 hours. Alright, now that we have did our little bit of a recap, I can't actually believe I did that all within like 15 minutes. I'm surprised. My mouth is dry. This time around, I'm going to try and keep track of when the ads are starting. So, let's check this because I didn't do this last night. No, I don't want the unread. Okay. I claim that. Is that it? No. Oh, I guess I can't. My mailbox shouldn't be empty. There it is. Is that it? That expires in 4 days. I claim that one. Uh, okay, so it is the same. Alright. Let me get that. It's clearly not my face. Alright. Alright, I already did this, so, okay. I ain't gotta worry about that. Let's get out of here. And let's grab this. And I keep wanting to press the wrong button again. So we're gonna go to the plateau. And water a little plant. That is the wrong way. I get like, I wonder if I can actually move the, here it is, move the well. I'm pretty sure I can. How is you always acting like you dying? Alright, that's water. Shouldn't you be done now? It's been like 3 days. It's been like 3 days. Hey, Artemitas. Not much. I read those quick. Yeah. Because, like, I didn't want to spend, like, the whole time reading all of it. So, I pressed the wrong button again. I just wanted to do a quick recap. I need to go to the plaza. Because that's where my white and pink furnished whatever flower is. And I only get 2. And that's not it. So let's take a look in the plaza. See where it is. I am kind of blind, so not there. Is that it? That is it indeed. Oh, I got a message that I earned some rewards. This is what we need. And let's grab this Reggiano. And then I'm gonna make Wally's trellis. Which I'm so happy about. Yay! Pretty sure I had got that earlier, but it is what it is. Alright. Why am I going to storage? Okay. I'm going here. And we are making a trellis. Yes, that's me. Perfect. Now we are all done with that. Bring Wally the items required to start the garden. Cool. Alright. Hey, hot boy. Unfortunately, yes, you did miss the recap. But that's okay. I will be posting, I'm going the wrong way. I'll be posting, why do I keep doing things the hard way? I'm supposed to be looking for Wally. I'll be posting a snippet of the stream to my social media. So where's Wally? Oh, there he is. So you can watch it then. I am gonna put it on my YouTube channel. Here we go. Let's talk, Wally. Alright. And let's give him all of those. Such a happy little robot. I'm so happy too, because man, that little area bugged the shit out of me. Alright. Do you have everything you need for your garden, Wally? Ta-da! I can't wait to see what you do with it. I wonder which plant. Girl, we just gave him seeds. Why would you ask that stupid question? I wonder which plant she'll grow first. Yeah, let's do that one. Alright, whoa. Whoa. What the hell? Oh, that scared the bejeebus out of me. Alright, Wally will now tend to his own garden. Yay! Make sure to visit the garden regularly to harvest his crops. Yes! Oh my gosh. Upgrade the garden to increase its capacity. Yeah, capacity and efficiency. Yay! Now I need to figure out how to I don't even know if I want to do this one yet, but I need to figure out how to I forgot how to get brick. That's what I need to know. Keep losing my train of thought. Damn, I really don't remember what the hell I was about to say. Oh, now I need to figure out how I can get, I think it was called like Beast. I think it was like Beast's boathouse or something. No, Beast is like flower garden, something like that. So I need to figure out how to get that, and then I should probably like fill those holes in. And then I can get free flowers. Oh my gosh. Yay. Okay, let's see. I can upgrade it. It's only $1,000 and I got a lot. Right. So you're looking to further invest in Wally's garden. Well, doing so will give you more garden space and garden spots and be less taxing on you. Of course, it's $1,000 and I have like 24, so it's fine. Oh, my stars and garters, will you look at that? Yay! Is it getting bigger? Like, how do they upgrade it? I don't see much of a difference. Oh, it must be like those plots themselves. So, alright then, I guess. I really need to come up with a time to like, really go through and just organize my stuff. Cause it's like bothers the hell out of me that I have a sneeze coming. Okay. Do not need y'all hearing me sneeze like apparently a fairy or a princess, whatever my sister said it was. Why am I struggling so much? Okay. What is that? Oh yeah, those are mushrooms. Okay. Alright. So, let's see. 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 Let's can I, like, I guess I can do his. Because I'm still kind of waiting on the orb, so grab the burn logs from Kristoff's old campfire. Cool. I'll do that. La 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 la. Okay. It's been forever since I didn't watch Sesame Street and I still got it almost stuck in my head. Elmo was serious, like I've said it before, but Elmo was really like my favorite monster. Alright. From Kristoff's old campfire. Where the hell is that though? And the Forest of Valor. Oh, where? Is it like over this way? Oh. That was not there yesterday. Alright, so we picked that up. We gotta grind the burn logs into ash at a crafting station. So I can either go home or I can go to my inventory's full? Oh, I bet it is. Let me go sell these files off real quick because I'm gonna get more money. Where am I going? There it is. Don't I already have one of these? Yeah, I do. Cool. What do you want to eat tonight, Sweet Pea? What do you want to eat? Because we're not eating panda. What do you want to eat? We're not eating panda.
Can I have the chicken barbecue pizza?
From where?
Domino's.
If you want to, do you need to order it from off of my phone?
What?
Do you need to order it from off of my phone?
I could just make something.
You just said you wanted a barbecue pizza.
Yeah. But I want to pick the panda.
What?
I want to pick the panda. So
Angel,
I'll just go make something.
I don't want you to get sick.
I'll just go make something.
If you say so. I'll at least save the 3 of them. Can't get rid of those yet. He's already at the highest level, so I don't need to give him nothing. So that to these. That. I feel like I need the sand, so I'm gonna leave it for now. And I'll get one of those. Okay. Alright, and we sold those. Now let's try and give Goofy his thing. Damn. Alright, well. I think that's for my shovel. And I really need to upgrade the shovel, but I can't upgrade the shovel until I get Anna. Which is a little horse puppy. But I am so happy I was able to upgrade my watering can. So that makes me so happy. I was not paying attention. Ah, health. Don't let me approach you. Where's your Scooby? Who's my precious little Scooby? Who's my precious little Scooby? Sorry, I forgot to check the ad time. So, what is this, Scooby? I love you too. Why is you sniffing me? Didn't you just eat? Jeez, I love you too, but damn it. I need to stop doing that. Because every time I do, you can't do nothing but want love. Lay down. Rolling, falling over like you dead on arrival. Can I approach you? Nope. Still can't. God damn it. I don't want to talk to still keep wanting to do it. Calling him Daffy. Good thing. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. That kind of reminds me, like, my best friend and I, we had, like, um, not necessarily a debate, but we talked about how cold, how intelligent and how crazy Daffy used to be. And they eventually, like, kind of dumbed him down a bit. And that kind of sucks. Because, like, I remember, I forgot the name of it though, but I remember the episode where, in the beginning, it was Daffy and Porky Pig, and they went to a hotel, and Daffy really was a menace and just caused all kinds of hell. But he didn't run away though. He did his damnedest to make sure they could get out of that hotel. So, right, let's go to the map. They just did Daffy wrong. But I still like watching Looney Tunes. I'm not gonna say Bugs is my favorite because he is not. Tweety is, and Tweety's always gonna be my favorite. What is the Scooby? Not because I have a big ass head, probably now, and definitely not because my family used to call me Tweety when I was younger. Alright, I give you loves. I gave you loves. I can try and use one hand to play for a little bit. Why am I going to Tiana's? Alright. We got our ashes. Boil the ashes at any crafting station to craft fly. Wait. That's not what it said. Oh, cooking station. Since I'm already home. Let's see. Alright. Ow, Scooby. And the recipe is fly. Alright, and now let's. Alright, bring the lie to Kristoff. I can't use the map inside, so we are going here. Watch it, sweet baby. My sweet baby. I'm so looking forward to tomorrow, even though my daughter's gonna be busy for the first part of the morning. We are actually going to Anime Con. Who am I looking for again? Kristoff. We are going to the Anime Con here, and I am going to meet Greg Chun the voice actor for Muzan from Demon Slayer. I am really excited because, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna freak the hell out and not be able to say anything, but I don't care. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Where did he go? I absolutely love, love Daki, um, and Nezuko, and damn, I can't think of his name right now. But he was a Hashira and he had like three wives. But like oh my gosh, I can't wait. I mean, hopefully he knows when it's gonna be coming back because I really, really do not want to have to wait until like 2030 or something, or 2028 because like anything can happen. All right, can I help you with something? Um, is it this one? Oh, okay, I was like, what? Built to destroy. I don't remember that one. Hey, great looking line. Nice work. Okay, the next ingredient we need for soap is oil. I usually use carrot oil. Sure, you could do that, but why not mix it up? Let's add something else. Maui has pretty great hair. We can find out what he uses. Pretty sure it's coconut oil. I'll ask him, I guess. It must have something to do with coconuts. He loves to talk about himself, so he do love to talk about himself, and you would be able to get the information. But I'm gonna say that makes sense. But I don't know anything about coconuts. You might want to ask him to be sure.